there's the totes. Got 2 of them. The plan is one stays here, and we use the other one. We fill up the other one and bring it back here and siphon the water out of it into the one that stays here, and we'll just keep doing that. And then from the one that stays here, we'll siphon the water out of that into our fresh water tank so that we have water. We went and we filled this one up with about 75 gallons of water, and we added bleach to it to sanitize it. We drove around, so it splashed around, and then the plan was to, if we could, flip it and get the bleach all splashed around, but that can't move it with 75. Obviously, it weighs a lot. So then I was like, well, we're going to put half of the water that we have in here, about 35 gallons, or 38 gallons, into our other tote, which is back there in the tent. And then hopefully we can flip them around and get that bleach water. They've already been washed out and cleaned. We just wanted to make sure and sanitize them with some bleach water before we fill them up with fresh water. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Transfer pump on top, pumping the water out. All right, so I am on my way to fill up one of our IBC totes with some spring water from this recreation area in the town here, and we were told the spring water that's available here is free for the public. It's the town recreation area. This is just like the recreation building. Now there are 2 spigots here. This one has a hose attached and this one doesn't, so I'm guessing that's the one that people use to fill up. That's the one that I started with last time anyhow, so that's what we're doing. I'm gonna fill this sucker up. And we saw how that worked. Hang that down in there a little bit more. Sorry, I got you a little wet. Okay, it's a warm day. All right, that seems to work a little bit better. She's filling up. Just gonna wait for this to fill up. I'm actually gonna time it. So we'll start the stopwatch. I do want to see how long this takes to fill up. It is nice because it has these little markers on it. 75, 125 gallons, 150, 200, all the way up to 250, and then to the top is 275. So how cool is this? I mean, we really lucked out. This place is, I think 1.4 miles down the road from our property. You talk about a hop, skip, and a jump. It's beautiful. It's up on the hill here. We got tennis courts, a baseball field, another field up there. It's open from sun up to sundown. It was a lady from the city that told me that this is spring water and then she can get it for free. It's open, it's free to the public. So it's amazing. We were kind of worried about what we were going to do for water because there was nobody around that delivers water. We did have the idea of going to some of there's some places along the side of the highways that have the spring water that just comes out of a pipe, and people go down there all the time and fill up their bottles. So we were thinking, man, we could do that, fill up these totes, but it would be kind of weird trying to do it on the side of a road. So when I found out about this place, and there's actually another place in town that we can fill up in, so truly blessed to have this available to us. We got 2 of these 270-gallon IBC totes that we're gonna keep full to top off our fresh water tank, which is 93 gallons. The truck can support 1. You got to get a beefy trailer to be able to support 2 of them. That was my other decision, was maybe I get 2 of them, put them on a trailer, keep them on the trailer, but you would need a beefy trailer to be able to support the weight of 2 of these. This one's not going to stay on the back of the truck. The plan is to fill this one up, get back to the trailer. We have the other one that's on the ground by the trailer. We'll siphon the water from this one into the trailer first, then put the rest of it into the other tote, and then we can siphon off of that other tote into the RV whenever it gets low and keep using this one to refill both. That's the plan. But I'll get back to you as soon as this thing's full. While we're waiting, I figured take a little walk. show you the park. Really pretty park. And it's a beautiful day today. I mean, this is the kind of weather that I love about Maine. Sunny day, but there's a cool breeze. It's just a beautiful day. It's like my favorite kind of day. 125 gallons, almost halfway, and 15 minutes, 16 minutes, and counting. So by my calculations, I should be at 250 gallons at about 30 minutes. So maybe 35, let's say 37 minutes and 26 seconds to fill this thing up. Any takers on that bet? Oh yeah, another great thing about this place is if I have to go to the bathroom while I'm waiting for the water to fill up, restrooms, handicap accessible. They know how to do it over here, I'm telling you. So accommodating. A little playground over here for kiddos. This place is awesome. The state is awesome. Love our property. Surrounded by lakes. It's amazing. All right, folks. We are almost topped off. Getting right up there to the top. We're at 36 minutes and 18 seconds. I mean, come on. Well, I could fill this up to where it's about spilling over, and I think I would be right on the money with my guesstimation. I mean, does it get any better than that? Oh. Yeah, we're gonna call it there. This is 3 full tanks in my RV. RV's 93 gallons. 90 times 3 is 270. This is 275. You got it, folks. My math is amazing. 3 full tanks. Awesome. Happy. And it was all free. Free spring water provided by the gods. Oh, and another thing, this water is tested regularly by the town. So we know it's clean and drinkable. Isn't that amazing? All right, so there's a couple ways to do this, and there's a few things you're going to need depending on the IBC tote that you have. I got this gator lock, which goes on the end of this specific tote, and I'll take this off here and show you in a second. We'll close this. I'm in the process of siphoning some water, so I'm going to close this. You get to see how this gator lock works. If I can do it one-handed. Pop the little button. It pops off. So I think this is called the banjo fitting. This looks like a 2-inch thread, but it's not. It won't work. A regular 2-inch pipe, like this right here, won't thread onto this. So I got this gator lock from Tractor Supply, and it just locks on like that. And this has a 2-inch thread that fits this. So this is the same thing. I just bought these 3 pieces. This is a regular pipe threading that goes to the garden hose threading, and the pipe hose threading 3/4 inch goes into this 3/4 inch sleeve that goes into this 2-inch sleeve adapter or coupling. That's for this nozzle. The other tote I have, which I got this to keep it out of the sun. It's just a 6 foot by 6 foot Advance, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Advance outdoor tent. And I moved the tote over here so it's closer to the side of the RV where the water is, and closer to where I can back up to the truck so I don't have to run so much hose, because my first transfer pump was actually having a lot of trouble. This right here is the Schutz fitting for this tote. Now, so for this, you can order a 2-inch coarse thread adapter right from Amazon that has the hose attached already. I got this from Amazon, and I think I just looked up IBC Tote adapters, and screws right on there. This is what I used for this one, the Schutz. That other fitting, I had to get inventive with it. So the old transfer pump, like I said, it kind of got burnt out. because I think it was too much distance. I was having too hard of a time pulling the water out of the tank, and it just wasn't working good. So I went out and got this new transfer pump right here. It's made by that company there, a shallow well jet pump. And it's just like a transfer pump. You got your intake, and then you got your output. I had to get this little dangle here, and this is just basically a female to female coupling, but it's the same thing. It's a gator lock system. Got it from Tractor Supply, and because this is male in, this is both male in, so I had to get a female to female. But any type of female to female would work. This was just at the store, so I didn't have to wait to order it. So I could plug from there or from here. I could run a hose directly to my Nautilus system and use my my sanitize option, which basically uses the water pump inside my Nautilus system, and it'll suck the water out of my tanks. It'll suck the water out of my tanks right into my freshwater tank. That actually has been working, and that's what I've been doing. The problem is when I try to do it using my filter, which is spring water, but we still want to filter it anyway just for peace of mind. I was having a lot of trouble sucking the water out of the tank with the filter connected, like it just was barely coming out, and it's slow to start with using the water pump. So this is great because I can use this, I can run it through my water filter and into my tank like I'm doing a power fill. Then I get to utilize my filter here. So this thing's pretty cool. I've already tried it. It blows the water right out of the filter, so Lenny's actually using the water inside right now. So I'm gonna wait for her to be finished with the water. And then I got a little bit of water left in that tank. I'm gonna top off our freshwater tank, which is about 2/3. And then whatever's left, I'll go ahead and transfer it into our other IBC Totes, so I can take this one off the back of the truck and just kind of set it here. And that one in there is about half full, so I probably won't have to get water for another couple days. I'll fill this sucker up and we're good to go. And that's what we've been doing now, is just keeping our totes full, keeping the freshwater tank full. We're using water whenever we need it. We're conservative on our showers and washing dishes and stuff more than we were when we were plugged into water at a campsite or something. But works good, and we're using the compost toilet. I am going to be installing a septic system. So here's the lot, and it's just an a vent pipe, but that's the pipe that's coming up underneath our pad. Comes out about right there. So then down here, which we already had a soil guy come out and do the draw up for our septic system, which is going to kind of go from there to there. And all I got to do is go pull a permit, and I can install the septic system myself, which is going to require me getting an excavator, hopefully just for a day, to dig out the hole for the tank. So, but we'll show you that when it comes time.